I was behind the bar, and John Eddie played every last Saturday of the month, every month. And so they were always saying, yeah, Bruce Springsteen is coming. And we all knew he wasn't because he never did. So one night I'm behind the front bar, and a little guy with a bandana, a guitar slung over his shoulder, walks in, winks at me, and I went, right, asshole, you're Bruce Springsteen, right? Because I thought it was somebody just trying to look like him. And then the next thing I know, he's doing, the Red Cadillac song up on the stage. And the whole night I was freaking out because we always hung out afterwards with whoever played. And I knew after the bar closed, I had just called him an asshole. And I was going to have to hang out with him a little bit. And I had to think the whole night, what was I going to say to apologize? But he was so cool. He just looked at me and laughed. And then we just had a drink and everything was cool. Hey, Jigs, you know some of the people that used to play at Patrix? Well, of course, Jigs and the Pigs.
Well, yeah, Crossfire Choir.
Crossfire Choir made their name.
Remember that? How cool that was?
Yeah. And
probably Opium Balla probably did,
Sure, and Tony Shanahan was in the Boogles then. So you had Tony.
Yeah, Boogles.
Tony Shanahan's first band with Steve Jones was the Boogles, and the first band I ever heard of Patrick's working there was the Boogles. And Tony was the first musician that I met there. There was Automotive Angel with Rich Rubinski, Freddie Giordaniello, who unfortunately passed away of a drug overdose during those days. It was very sad because he was incredibly talented. The thing is, if you were a bartender at either the Roxy, the Melody, or Patrick's, you didn't pay for drinks, so you'd walk into a bar. They were all sister bars. The Court Tavern, the four of us were like sister bars. And you just walk in and you just drink like crazy because you didn't have to pay for anything. And if those bartenders came to our bar, they didn't pay for anything either. So you just got like so wasted, and you were young and you were dancing, and the music was incredible and the art on the walls was incredible. And I think the fact that you were young, so the magic is always in those years of your life when you were that age anyway. You were in that magic place that at that time, we just happened to be in the right place at the right time. And music was so, like live music was so acceptable then. And it was before the towns got everything so fancy that they didn't want noise and they didn't want, the trouble. I mean, everything just was so right for a couple of years there.